Okay, so today we're going to run through a few things you need to not do on your Fire Stick, or stop doing, because this is why things can not work how you want them to work. You may have been told to do these things in the past, you may have been told this is a good thing to do, but actually, sometimes it's just, you don't need to do it. And I'm going to run those through you right now. But before we do that though, if you can, if you're brand new here, do remember to hit that subscribe button. New watchers, regular watchers, do watch till the end if you can. Drop me your thoughts on this video underneath, hit that like, and let's see how we get on. Okay, so I'm sure many of you have decided in the past, in your settings, down in My Fire TV, under About, updates, and to try and block updates or not update your device. So this is something you shouldn't do. You should always update your device. Updates come, they come for many reasons. Majority of reasons is so the operating system is up to date with the latest Android system, so the applications you install still work, okay? Because obviously Android apps have to follow a certain SDK for Android, which obviously they need to stay up to date to be able to work on Android devices. So you need to keep your Fire operating system up to date as well. But as well as that, people who don't update their device is why suddenly people think, oh, why is my device not loading up anymore? Why is it in a boot loop? That's because you haven't updated your device. So I recommend always updating your device. If there was any reason for not updating your device, I would be the one to tell you. So make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Okay, number 2. One more thing you shouldn't do, and loads of people tell you to do this, and it doesn't really make any sense. So in your settings, in your applications, in your manage installed applications, how many people have told you to go in there and clear the cache? Clear the cache on applications. Clear the cache, get more storage. Fire Sticks don't have a lot of storage, we know this. But if you clear the cache, that cache still needs to come back at some point, or some form of cache. So if you clear it, then install another app so you haven't got a lot of storage left, then the problem you're going to get is there's not enough space for it. Cache is there actually to make an application load quicker. Okay, so it downloads things like thumbnails, previews, temporary files for films, that sort of stuff. So with an application, a cache is there to actually make the application work better and to work smoother and faster and load quicker. The only time you should clear the cache is if a application is malfunctioning. So if an app isn't working correctly, then by all means clear the cache. That's the best time to. But if your app is working perfectly fine, don't just go in there clearing the cache for no reason, just because you want a little bit more space, because that cache still needs to come back. So don't go clearing the cache for absolutely no reason. It just makes no sense. So you always want to make sure you've got your cache in there, but if the app isn't working, again, by all means clear the cache. But until then, don't do it. And one more thing on a Fire Stick. In your settings, you could be under we go My Fire TV, we go this way around. Under About, under Storage, make sure you have at least 1 GB spare storage, okay? Some people run their storage internal space right to the limit, and because of that, when you try and stream something, you wonder why it's buffering. But when you stream, you have to download a temporary file. That temporary file downloads onto your system, but if you haven't got space for it, you're not going to be able to watch what it's temporarily downloading. So if you're watching a really big online media file, like some real 4K films with sound audio settings could be up to like 20 gig. If you haven't got a little bit of space there for it to download and delete, it's going to buffer. So always make sure you have that little bit of space there as well. Okay, I hope you like those tips. Obviously, if you did, like I said, if you could drop me that comment underneath, really appreciate it. Hit the follow button if you're new here. Let me know your thoughts on that. I'm sure many of you would disagree with what I've said, but it is what it is. Obviously, hit that subscribe. And if anybody is after a VPN, because we always mention our partner VPN, IPVanish, at the end of any video, do check that out underneath as well. And I've been Dr. Squiffy. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.